The 2 megapixel macro camera from Samsung to Xiaomi. It looks like every single budget phone these days has one of these. A macro camera or a depth sensor. Or both in some cases, and they are just as useless. I'm not saying that it's bad or anything, there's just no reason to have that. To prove that, I took the photo with the macro camera on my Galaxy A15. And as much as I want to say it's okay, it's not. There's no separation to the subject from the background, and it's somehow worse than the photo taken on my old phone's macro camera. Isn't that better than nothing, you may ask? I mean, your main camera can't get that close to the subject anyways, right? Well, the main camera has a lot more megapixels, so you can just get further away, then zoom in. It's more convenient to take the photo from further away from the subject anyways, and the lens compression makes the photo look much better. So it's a win-win, right? You can clearly see the difference. Then I did the same comparison in slightly low light, and the main camera photo looks fine, but the macro, oh, so bad. Now in very little light, there's like no light here, and the main camera photo looks, I don't know, but it's still way better compared to the macro. But well, there's a reason this LED exists. Let's see what it will do. The macro camera photo is completely overexposed and unusable, but the main camera one is really good. That's because the main camera is just better, but also the LED is a little farther away from the subject. Now let's talk about indoor photography. I mean, most of us don't go outside anyway, so we'll most likely use the macro camera to capture micro SD cards. And yes, the macro camera is acceptable. You can read what's written on the card, but when I tried the main camera, yeah, it's way better. The lighting is uniform and its straight up has more detail. So what's the conclusion? The 2 megapixel macro camera is unfortunately useless as it is. Should they remove it? No, because I would rather have 3 cameras on my phone, even if one is useless. I get it, that's the cheapest option. But they can make the macro camera more useful by just making it more macro, like I did to this. It's really impressive, not gonna lie. It's great as long as you don't look at the back of the phone. Come on, this is just a proof of concept. Just imagine basically having a microscope in your pocket to capture photos like the. Wait, what is that? So apparently my desk is full of dust mites. I started noticing all over the room after that. But anyways, since this is not practical, what can the phone manufacturer what can the phone manufacturer what can the what can the phone manufacturers do to make their macro cameras focus closer? Imagine this red dot is the subject and this is the sensor. The lens is currently focusing the light on the sensor. Let's say I want to bring the subject a little closer. Now it is out of focus, but we can fix that by increasing the distance between the lens and the sensor. Let's say I want to get it even closer. Well, we can make the lens thicker. Now there are problems. The light coming off the edges of the lens is not focusing correctly, but I bet designer can do the magic to fix that. Also, for the high-end model like the Galaxy A55, can we please have a telephoto camera? Don't make it flagship exclusive Samsung. As a side note, I have to mention the macro camera has this really cool lens flare.